self-talk is really important. So I have clients really be aware of, oh, okay, I didn't realize this. I'm really talking bad about myself and I didn't know. I'm like, great. So first and foremost, we get comfortable with like, what are you saying about yourself? How are you speaking about yourself? How are you speaking about your desires? And then over time, we learn how to flip those things. So I'll give you an example. I actually told a client this morning, is if I just got a new ring, I'm like, great. I want you to put on that ring or that bracelet. And this is a tool I like to do, and you could modify it. And every day you put on that piece of jewelry, and you're living your life. And when you start to have really crusty, crunchy thoughts, like I'm the worst. Oh my God, look how I look on the Zoom. You gently take it off and you replace it to the other hand, or, whatever you want to do. Like it's a physical, and stop the thought and say, I'm beautiful. I'm doing the best I can. So it's a physical stop, right? Because sometimes everyone's like, what's your thought mindset, which I love, but sometimes it's hard. And so that is a physical, like, oh, I was being cruel to myself.
It's like a little mini ritual in the middle of the day.
The act of going, okay, that was that thought, but I'm going to choose this one.
And what I love about it is, I used to give people similar, but not quite as loving, which was just like put a rubber band around your wrist. And every time that you like start talking to yourself, like your best friend would never talk to yourself like that. You snap the rubber band, but I love this little like shift the jewelry. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love that too. In order for us to make real lasting changes, we have to practice repetition over and over and over and over and over again, a different way of talking to ourselves. Yeah, otherwise, it doesn't change. So you have to change your conditions to change your conditioning. And when you've had 3 to 4 to 5 decades of a conditioned response to what you see in the mirror every time you look in the mirror or on camera, if you want any hope in transformation, that repetitious shift of doing a course correct is like the key to success, right?
Yeah, totally.
And I think, it's like we have to bring a level of compassion too, because that, old phrase, like we're our own worst critics is so very true. Like nobody in the world is walking around thinking the bad things about you that you are thinking. And it's such a waste of chi. It's like, what if we take that precious life force energy and we uplift ourselves and think about like, well, what would my dear friend be saying to me right now about the way I'm showing up or the way I look or the way I'm walking my talk or not? What would somebody outside of me who really loves me and cares about me and honors me, what would that voice be saying? I think bringing that forward as well is a really helpful way for us to practice a different patterning in our minds, right? We've got these synapses in our brains. They run through our hearts, they run through our guts, and they sure as shit run through our genitals as well. Mm-hmm. And so, when we start to create new neural pathways and new neural networks between these different brains in the body, then that's when transformation starts to change. And, I could just see your people, Erica, the ones who have known you for a long time and just being like, wow, you were that person and now you're this person. And like the radical transformation that you went through by utilizing these practices and really putting them into motion in your life.